no one will ever really know what kind of day this was, and I don't know if that's being narcissistic or what, but it's just kind of like, wouldn't it be interesting to have a guy just follow me around for a day or two or a week, just randomly capture all the different stuff. My name is Richard Culver. So what's the update on this one?
Check the files. It's on server. Check it again. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So I should do that as soon as possible. And then we got the deadline for the FMOD like next Wednesday. Mixing sound. Yeah. Okay. So by the way, Stan, before you go home today, can you upload this to the server, all your sound, to the audio backup? Then I will download to my.
Okay.
Because now we're using the same project version, and if I want to do some sound edit, I can do it. Okay. Where everybody's gonna be like, "What's with the cane? And what's with his leg?" And we just won't say anything about it, Or like I'll walk around with like some weird thing on my head and or a bird on my shoulder and like, what bird? So it's a constant trade-off between like you want to be easygoing and you want to not be over people's shoulders and constantly hounding them about time and constantly like creating a stressful environment where people are like, and in those environments, that's when people make mistakes. And so it kind of perpetuates itself. People are stressed, they go home, they come in, they're worried, they're afraid to make a mistake. I've had more mistakes being made because they were afraid to make a mistake. I've decided that if I go the route of being like the dictator, then I wind up having like a police state studio where everyone's afraid. And I say, but if I do it the way I'm doing now, 20% of people are going to take advantage. And a small percentage of those people are going to be a real problem. So the question to my staff was, okay, do you want us to have a dictatorial police state at the studio? Or are you willing to live with the fact that for the most part it's friendly, for the most part everyone wants to contribute and do the right thing, and every now and then a small percentage of people won't?
So you guys had a vote, basically?
Yeah.
What would you say is the best thing about Richard?
Best thing?
The best thing?
The best thing that I can, when I think of something, I can tell him right away.
He's like a sugar daddy.
He concerned about everyone when they have a problem.
So we got 3 other films we're working on. This Photograph and a Name. We've got 2 other shorts, one that we just finished. Another one we'll finish this year. And so I'm just looking to build the credibility of our studio by putting out short films. And a lot of studios have done it that way. Some of the biggest studios have done it exactly like that.
I'm not sure if there's an appropriate question, but are you losing money?
Yeah. It's just an investment. And when it matures, when that investment matures, then you start to see a return on it.
And it might take a couple of years or what?
It's taken already 10 years.
Okay, that seems like I'm
but not
scratching
10
my
years.
head here, but it seems like a long time.
But it is, but we're also doing client work. So we're actually getting paid for work that we do. And on our free time, we do our own stuff.
So free time is like what, 20% of the stuff
about
you do here?
50-50 these
50-50,
days.
okay.
Yeah,
okay.
Or a little bit more than 50%.
Okay.
So, but that's all my own money that I'm paying them to be here and do these films. So
how does that feel?
Good question. Depends on the day.
Because I can imagine, like, it sort of adds up, right? Like at some point,
Well,
you probably have to say, like,
yeah,
hey,
on a bad day, I'm like, what the fuck are you thinking?
Yeah.
I wake up in the morning and go, are you fucking out of your mind? Literally, like, and then on other days I go, yeah, it'll work out. We'll just stick with it. Just keep going,
You probably have some kind of deadline in mind. Like, okay, I'm just gonna take 5 years. I'm gonna take 10 years.
Yeah.
Maybe 20 years. I don't know.
If I was smart.
I don't know how it works.
No, it's like a good question. If I was smart, I would have been done already.
Because like with a normal business, you would probably say, okay, I'm just gonna take 2 years, and then I, got to earn some money somehow.
Yeah, I think the honest answer to that question is, it's taken longer than I expected. And I know that the whole thing could fail. But what else am I going to do? If I don't do this, what am I going to do? Retire and sit in a house?
You miss home?
Home? Seriously, this pretty much is my home. Okay, everybody ready? A toast to Finish Thrive project. Yay! Thank you. Hey! Carry on as you were.